Hello and welcome to another episode of RSMC Pack, and I just loaded in, so I suppose I'm good to go. So I suppose what I have to produce next is an anvil, and I'll put it right here. So let's actually take a, oops, wrong button, there we go. Look at what we need to do to get the anvil up. So I believe it's tools or utility? Utility. Alright, here we go. So we need 4 bronze bars. And we do have that material. And what was the other thing we needed? Just 3 logs. And we do not actually have that. So let's... Well, maybe we might. Yeah, we do actually have that. Okay. And... what crafting menu did I have to do that in? Let's just quickly find out here. In the chisel. Okay. So here's the chisel. So here, I suppose, just do it like this. And there we go. My goodness. I suppose we'll be in business now. Alright, let's just put the anvil here. And there we have it. We've got our anvil and our smelter. So I suppose now we can actually produce something. I don't actually know how to do this, so let's actually take a look at the guide, because that ought to tell us how to do it. Okay, sword. Okay, so we need sticks. Okay, so it's a bit like Minecraft. You need the sticks, which makes sense. Makes a lot of sense, in fact. Chain links, I suppose that's for chainmail. Medium helm is just some bars. Full helm. Chain body. And chest plate. So actually what I'll do is I'll grab a bunch of resources so that I can make myself a full set of armor, and that will also get me a bunch of XP as well. So let's get down there. Ooh, getting a little bit of lag. Do you have anything interesting to trade? Nothing that I really want at the moment. Of course, iron would be good, but I don't think my level is high enough to wield that as a weapon. Oh, this is coal. I can't mine that yet. But anyway, let's get right into the business. If I remember correctly, I do have some exposed ores in this direction. Suppose at some point I'll have to get into farming, and hopefully that will be going well. Let's actually find out what kind of altar this is. Okay, that's a nature altar. That's good. As long as we have access to an air altar, we should be fine on the rune crafting front. Yeah. Okay, I guess story time then. Just a little story to tell you. How did I actually start playing RuneScape? Well, I actually remember this pretty well. I was... this isn't the best place for that. I had been playing some Flash games online, just some simple stuff, and there was a link from one of the websites that hosted these Flash games. I think it was Addicting Games, and it was to RuneScape. So I decided, sounds interesting, and I started playing RuneScape then. And you know what? I quite enjoyed it. I suppose an interesting thing about that is I started with the learning the ropes tutorial. That was the first tutorial I ever did. For those of you who aren't familiar with all the names of the various RuneScape tutorials, learning the ropes is the one with Servant. The first one that had Servant, the one where you have to... Ooh, very good. Actually, I have a lot of tin now. I'll go and find some copper. It's the one where you have to... where there's actually all the tutors around Lumbridge, and in the Learning the Ropes tutorial, you get to talk to all the tutors, and they ask you to do various things. And while you're in the tutorial, you are sort of limited to a small area of Lumbridge, and there's, I suppose, sort of barricade blockading you from the rest of RuneScape. So it's actually different from the later tutorial that had Servant, where you are stuck in just the cellar, but it's a larger cellar than in the Learning the Ropes tutorial, where all the tutorial happens in a cellar. But no, this one, Learning the Ropes, you can try a lot of the different skills. Of course, this was back when you actually needed to do rune mysteries in order to be able to do rune crafting. There's a copper. So that was quite a while ago. I think that's 2008, Learning the Ropes tutorial. They got rid of it because I think it's their stated reason for getting rid of it was that it was a bit complex for new players, in the sense that they didn't have a great completion ratio as opposed to other tutorials like Tutorial Island. So they got rid of it. But honestly, I have to say that overall it is definitely my favorite tutorial out of all the tutorials RuneScape has done over the years. Not simply because it was my first tutorial, but because I looked at the other tutorials and I just like that one better. I've seen the other tutorials. I've gone through them. Is 18 enough? I don't know. Let's get a couple more. Let's get it to maybe 20. Why not? Well, let's get up. 24. 24 sounds like a good number. Nice, well divisible number. Also, it means I level up. And now I have to go find some tin again. Let's actually take a look at the map. Don't want to go too far away. Okay, so... oops, wrong button. There we go. Okay, it's still around that place. That's the tower I live in. Looks nice. I should probably get back in there, to be honest, since the sun's starting to go down. But this gives me some agility XP. Let me just turn off Wyla. I don't need it at the moment. I know what tin looks like now. I don't need Wyla for that. Okay. Let's go down the hill. Hopefully without taking any severe damage. Whee! And I think that Learning the Ropes just had a sort of charm to it that the other tutorials lacked, and of course being able to go back down there afterwards and there's Servant sitting in there was pretty cool. Now of course I really like the soundtrack as well for that. If you play RuneScape, there's a bit of music called The Mentor, and that's really the soundtrack that I like it a lot. It was the soundtrack during the Learning of the Ropes tutorial. So let's get ready for bed here. Oh, moon's already up. Don't want too many mobs to spawn since I'm still pretty low level. And I don't have my armor yet. Ah, there we are. A new day shines upon me. Now it is time. Okay, I can't shift. Can I shift click? Oh, you can shift click. Okay, I was holding control. It's because I play so many different games. They all have different controls. Oh, I still get XP even when I'm not there. That's amazing. That it keeps track of that. Just like the fire making. Whee! I advanced smithing. Love the fireworks. Just like RuneScape. It's so nostalgic. Well, not really nostalgic. I still play RuneScape. Yeah. And then I can put some of the scrap metal back in afterwards, I suppose. Alright. We'll see how that goes. Oh, wait. I forget. What to do with scrap metal. To melt bronze scrap, 2.2 kilograms is required. Scrap can be combined using a chisel. Okay, so chisel. What's this? Value 13. How does this work? Oh, that's interesting. How that works. I'm not entirely sure. Seems a bit weird to me. Can I just combine as many as I like? I can. That's weird. This is a bit cool, though. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wait, 2.2. Oh, well. Wow, that's an interesting mechanic. I haven't seen that. I don't think that's in RuneScape. No, it's not in RuneScape. I know it's not in RuneScape. But I'm going to make myself some full armor, if I can remember the recipe. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. Wait. Are these not the same? Oh, what? They're not the same. This is confusing. They're different weight. Wait, are they though? No, they're not. They're the same. Okay, okay. I got confused for a moment because they weren't in the same stack, but it's just because I placed them separately. So what I need to do is actually look at the recipes. Okay. Bronze. Let's see. Boots. Goes like that. Medium helm is like that. Full helm is like that. Oh, I can't do it yet because my level's not high enough. Okay, that makes sense. I got confused for a moment. Okay. Sword. My level's high enough for that. Why not make a sword then? Or is there... Wait. Let me just make sure I'm... Okay, I'm not using any bows right now, so I don't really need to make that. So, suppose sword it is. Of course, making arrowheads would be a great way to get some value. How do I shift? Okay. Ah, I see how it is. And I get scrap as well. Okay. So I'll just keep doing this until I level up to get something I actually really want to make. Okay, let's see. What do I actually want to make? A scimitar? Is a scimitar much better than a regular sword? Well, I guess I have to find out. Equipment. Combat modes. Attack. I don't actually know. This is one of those things where I'm never really sure. Well, just spam it out then. Oh, looks like I'm out. Okay, I've got a lot of arrowheads, which means I'm certainly going to get lots of fletching XP. And I suppose combine all the scrap. So we can actually make some pretty heavy scrap, which is a bit efficient. Actually, it's very efficient. I can see how this can be abused though, because you could potentially store massive amounts of metal as just one item. So that might be exploitable. Look at that. That's going to get some XP. Bam. That's some XP. Okay. And I think I need just one more. Ah, yeah. These are two different kinds of scrap. Okay. Ah, I can now make a bronze scimitar. Okay. So I'm actually going to check out what the difference is between a regular bronze sword and a bronze scimitar. So let's do that. Okay. So let's see what the exact recipe is for a scimitar. Okay, so it's a bit like a sword, except it's, of course, curved. Let's do this. Okay, so it actually needed 2 hits for that. And the excess scrap is stackable with that, but not stackable with that, because that's different. Okay. Let's see. Let's go controlled, and it's tax stat bonus 8, tax stat bonus 11, same weight, but more valuable. I don't actually know what the big deal is. It's got a lower attack stat bonus. I presume it would have a higher strength bonus, but that's not really listed. So I don't actually know what's going on with the scimitar. So if there's a dev watching, could you please tell me what the advantage would be of using a scimitar besides making one to sell it because it has a higher value? That's my question. What's the deal with the scimitar? Speaking of things, let's actually see about perhaps making some arrows. So let's take a look at fletching, because why not? Here we go, fletching. Basic. Determines which distance weapons you can use and how much damage. This isn't actually telling me how to make arrows. Maybe that's not in fletching? Oh wait, no. Wrong button. I went to range, not fletching. Okay. So presumably this is... Okay, it's on an anvil, and you have to have both the feathers and the shafts. So this just makes it so much more important for me to actually find some chickens, because not only do I need them for Slayer, but I also will need them for ranged. So perhaps that can be my next big journey. We'll find some chickens. Keep the money on me, because why not? Shovel. Yeah, I'll keep the shovel. String, we can dump that. Everything else. Iron ore, we can dump that as well. Okay. Moon's coming up, and I think this is a great place to end the episode. And I will be seeing you all next time. Anultos over and out.